you, Naruto.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. We're at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida, site of one of the PGA Tour's premier stops, the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Always attracting a great field, and through the years, it has been the scene of just some championship play from one guy in particular.
Tiger Woods has won there an incredible 8 times.
And let's go down to the first. Warm-ups are done, first 2 rounds in the book, and Frank, this is where careers are made, on the weekends at these kinds of championships.
This is also what you hope for too in professional golf. You know you've got your good stuff. We've seen that through the first 2 days. Put yourself in a great position. Just 36 holes to go. You're looking at that first hole and what the weekend might unfold. That's the beauty of this game.
What's you need to watch out for here, Frank?
Those 2 front bunkers, Rich, the one that protects the left and the right, more often than not, you want to pitch the ball on the front of this green. They are the 2 to be concerned about.
Appears to be tracking well.
All right, you go on the first hole.
What a
That was close.
this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie.
Great start.
Here at the 231-yard par 3 second, Frank, pretty good hole.
It certainly is, Rich. The carry on the right side's a little shorter, but if you're going to take it down the left side, you've got to fly that ball at least another 20 yards.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Well, how about this start? Birdie, birdie to open the round. Par 4 third here at Bay Hill. This is a hole where you do not want to miss left. 434 yards and plenty of water.
Don't look left, don't hit it left, don't play left, don't go left. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards.
Arnold Palmer's legacy to golf is in so many different areas. We see it just in the way people react to the game, but really when we go to Bay Hill, it's the one golf course that you'll see you've been out there. His clubs are always on the back of a car. He's ready to go to the range. It's almost in every little blade of grass out there because Arnold plays it whenever he can. The king, whatever you want to call him, Mr. Palmer. He lives and breathes at Bay Hill, and when the tournament comes around, every March, it's a great reminder to not just Mr. Palmer, but but also the golf course and all those little obstacles that he put in your way, water normally, and all the great events, and it's fun. It's a golf course too that anybody can play.
When I think of Arnold Palmer, I think that the young professionals could learn just a few things from one of the all-time greats. First of all, reach out to the galleries, sign autographs.
Look him in the eye, too.
Make eye contact as he always did. Number two, own your golf swing. Whatever it is, believe in it. It may be a little different. It may not be by the book, but own it and be comfortable with it. And then I think number three, go for it. That's what Arnie always did. Go for it at the risk of failure, because you'll never be great if you just lay back all the time. Arnie always went for it.
One little lesson too, you reminded me there, the one common denominator with just about every great player is a good grip. Arnold Palmer learned that for his dad. So if you're picking up a golf club for the first time or playing it for the 100th time, remember, good grip will take you a long way.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
Had a birdie here yesterday in their close. Great opportunity for another one. This will be a birdie if it drops.
Frank, this is the kind of start every player wants.
Yeah, swinging it well. Certainly hitting the ball in the right place there, and the other good thing too, he's actually putting well.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
Frank, what about this approach shot here at the fifth?
One of the few holes where you get a short iron in your hand for that second shot, but that green slopes away at about a 45-degree angle to the right, which makes distance control paramount here at 5.
Good-looking shot right here.
And it makes the green in regulation. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday and trying for another one today. This one has a chance. And he has it. Beautiful putt.
Frank, back in 1998, by any chance, do you remember
Okay, myself, I see
how many
you.
golf balls John Daly hit into the water at the sixth?
It was half a box of golf balls.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that? Oh, that's fine.
Frank putting it all together today. What a nice performance.
It's been like a clinic so far.
Frank, this is an important approach shot because our featured player was really good early, a little bit shaky of late. This is a point in time where you need to get it back.
Yeah, you almost need to stop. Just stand still for a second. Almost just flush it out, because at the moment you're starting to look right and left at the trouble. Let's get back to what worked. Let's start looking where we want the ball to go, where the flag is, and start going there. And it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Playing his third here at the par 5. Wow, what a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
Don't think, just hit. Don't think, just hit.
Frank, what's the thinking here as you step to the tee at the signature hole, the long par 5 sixth hole?
Well, the longer hitters can go at that big pine tree. Then it's reachable in two. Now, if you're a little shorter, then you've got to start to sort of aim at the middle of those two bunkers.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, how about the 8th par 4, one of the more intriguing setups?
Ideally, you want to just work your tee shot away from that bunker. But this is one fairway you must hit because it's one of the toughest second shots on the golf course.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Frank, as we look at the approach shot here at the 8th, no doubt a player would be happy to walk out of here with a par.
Oh, no doubt about that at all. Really, you want to judge your second shot to land somewhere in the middle of this green. Don't really want to be messing with the front. If you have a little look, you'll see why. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Rounding out the front 9 here at Bay Hill, 474-yard par 4. Frank, you've played this hole before. Where are you lining up when you step onto the tee here?
There's an out of bounds all the way down the left side that you have to be cognizant of. But that bunker, 290 yards carries it. And yet again, another hole that favors the long hitter.
Wow, Frank, look at that one. How it just blistered that tee shot.
That has to be 325 if it's an inch.
Frank, you want to make the turn in style? We're here at the 9th, the approach shot, and what are we looking at?
Big green, one of the biggest on the golf course. This hole's changed a lot with equipment over the years, so long iron, even a mid iron for some people, to a very generous green. Just pitch it on the front third, and you'll be having a birdie putt here at 9.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Everybody loves them. Birdie on the card. Beautiful day here at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida. Great weather. Frank, how do you get off to a great start here on the back 9?
Trying to avoid those 3 bunkers, 2 on the left, 1 on the right, but it's one of the few holes that moves to the right. So if you can just smoke one over that right bunker, just a sand iron in there.
He'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. This is the second shot at the par 4. That will be a great look at birdie. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie.
Now putt for par.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Just drip that in.
Well, it's 4 1/4 inches. Use it all.
Another par 4 here, the 11th. It's just under 440 yards. This time, there's water looming left and then bunkers on the right-hand side. It's a pretty good challenge, Frank.
This hole's very similar to the 3rd hole on the front side. 2 bunkers down the right side. Just got to keep it a little left. You don't have to hit driver here.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Birdie try again here today. Good putt. Teeing it up here on the 12th, 574-yard par 5, Frank.
Another one that's reachable, obviously long and straight. That rough down the right side, though, is normally very thick. Avoid the two bunkers, lots of contours and undulations around this green. Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. So after the layup, Frank, here at the par 5 12th, pitch shot here, try to make birdie.
Yeah, just use the contours of this green. You can actually get to this flag a lot of different ways. Using one of the mounds, there's nothing wrong with that.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
So a tester from 4 feet. Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. At the par 4 13th now, Frank, what's the key here?
Really avoid those three bunkers, Rich. You don't want a fairway bunker shot over water for your second shot.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That is classy.
No chance of going in.
Getting set now over the putt. That's how you keep a round going. Make them from that distance. Frank, now to the 14th of par 3, and how difficult is this hole?
Once again, very narrow entry into the green, so ideally you want to fly the ball a little higher than normal, make it soft, make it land a little softer.
Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th.
Second shot.
Cleans that up in the hole.
14th hole, Frank, more than 200 yards, par 3. This is no picnic.
No, it plays a little longer than that too, slightly uphill. You've got to carry the ball onto the front of the screen. It will not run up.
Frank, what are you looking to do with this approach shot here at 15?
Anytime the flag's on the front, Rich, it's basically green light special. When the flag starts to get pushed towards that back area of that green, it starts to get narrower and narrower and narrower. And that's where you've got to be a little careful. In the direction of the sand.
It looks like it. Just a bit offline and into the bunker. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Just a couple of feet. That's good work. That's a good par right there. The Bay Hill Club and Lodge features a really exciting finishing stretch. 16 is a reachable par 5. You'll see eagles and birdies there coming home. 17, a very difficult par 3 over the water. The bunker is there. Takes an excellent shot. And then 18 is already won. We know that with the water in front. That second shot which comes over the lake. And that's a hold your breath moment. It is a great finishing 3-hole stretch at Bay Hill. Frank, that's as good as I have seen all day long.
I think we've got to blame that on the weather. That weather, the wind had to help that ball give it another 20, 30 yards.
This one has a chance to be close.
Couldn't have done much better than that. An eagle is very possible.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, deep into a round, par 3 17, water, bunkers, long shot. What are you thinking as you're stepping on this tee?
You just take 3 and move to 18.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Pure strike. Good result.
And that is close.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. We have said it over and over. Another birdie. You know, Tiger was born on the same day as LeBron James, December 30th. And he's had his share of slam dunks, especially on the 18th hole here at Bay Hill.
Yeah, he's just a perfect fit for the golf course.
They were born the same day?
You'd think
That's amazing.
Any fears left, but he doesn't fear left at Bay Hill. We've seen his best golf over the years, over the last 15 or so years. To win there 8 times, nobody's come close to that. Ernie Els, one of the great players in the world, has won it twice.
That's fresh. They were born the same day. That's amazing.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
Now playing the second here at the par 4.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. That wraps up the third round. Just one more to go before we crown our champion.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm looking at my crystal ball, Rich, but that champion that we see tomorrow might be the one just sitting at the leaderboard on top of it right now.
All right, CBC Naruto over and out. And also, shout out to the 2019-2020 NBA season. Continuing tonight, season opening week. My team, Denver Nuggets, was the Portland Trail Blazers and the San Sixers with the Celtics. Today, October 23rd, 2019. And yes, let's get Anthony back on the Nuggets show. Let's get Anthony back on Denver Nuggets. I became a Denver Nuggets fan because Anthony got drafted to him in 2003. And yeah, he belongs with us. So yes, let's do it for this season too, 2019-2020 season. And the game with the Clippers versus the Lakers exciting today also. Clippers won. It's amazing. Kawhi Leonard versus there's and LeBron James and everybody else on the teams. Very exciting. And Paul George wasn't playing yet for the Clippers because he was resting his shoulder. So yeah. And I was just on October 22nd, 2019. And also shout out to Call of Duty Modern Warfare coming out in 2 days, couple days on October 25th, 2019. And that's also going to be exciting. And also shout out to the 2019 World Series game. I think game 2 is tonight. They just had game 1 yesterday. Washington Nationals won it. Like I said, I think the Washington Nationals are going to win that series, 2019 World Series versus the Houston Astros. It's Washington Nationals' first World Series ever, I think they said. So that's exciting. And then they said so yesterday they won. That was the Washington Nationals' first win in a World Series ever. So that's also amazing and exciting and pretty fresh. So yeah, shout out to all that and congratulations to them. And yeah. And with all that being said, CBC Naruto over and out. And also be your best. Alright, CBC Naruto. And also be your best at all moments. Alright, CBC Naruto over and out.